me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish. Masterpiece, body.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, receivers have spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 39, Haskins. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Third down.
From the gun, Harrison. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. On the ground, this is Michel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He may try and run for this. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they run with Michel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Dolphins' 9-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch your slack, watch your slack, watch your slack. Watch business.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 50. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. This is caught. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And then goal to go.
And they will run it with Michel. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Harrison. Complete to Kelly. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And has given me the evil eye, folks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Patriots 13-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly when the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Reagor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Henry Ruggs, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the gun, Harrison. That's caught by Kelly. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Harrison. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers. And somehow, some way, they make plays on the football. And sometimes you're there too soon.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Harrison rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
The second down pass intercepted.
The final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Flushed out, in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Harrison. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Haskins. Caught by the tight end, Watson. 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
36-yard line.
On the ground is Michel. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This time to the tailback. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Harrison. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Dolphins first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And again this time to the tailback. defensively a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now a handoff looking right. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Henry Ruggs.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Number 23.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
For the running back.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. So that'll back them up 5. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for New England, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.